French product. It is basically a regeneration grass harrow. So for older lays and older grass, this is what we're claiming is the machine that you would need to do that job with. Basically it is a single pass machine, 3-in-1. So whereas probably you've maybe got a chain harrow or a finger harrow, and to complement that you may have some sort of aerator or slitter. By using this machine we're trying to eliminate compaction with one tractor, trying to save some money with one tank of diesel as well. There's 3 elements to the machine. I don't know if you can all see, but these first 2 rows of the machine, it's got 2 adjustable reversible knives. You can probably see that side. There's a reversible knife here, which is adjusted on that turnbuckle, the silver turnbuckle there, so we can rack in and out to alter our working depth. And generally we can be getting in between 3.5 to 4 inches deep. So that's the first element. The second element is the levelling board. Not maybe the correct name for it, but levelling board for molehills, cowpacks, horse manure, sheep muck, etc. But the key to the levelling board, back to the regeneration people, is this scallop that's on the back of the levelling board. It's very aggressive, and this is the key piece to the machine that makes it regenerate old lays. We can make the machine less or more aggressive depending on the conditions. The third element is a scarifying harrow at the back. Mainly the main adjustment is in here for the working depth, and then to make more or less aggression, each row is independently adjusted depending on how aggressive you want to be. This last 6 months we've started to see more people purchase the machine with a broadcaster on the machine, and we tend to use the stock seeder. People have used their own and retrofitted it, and we tend to then blow seed down in between the knives. So probably a good 50% of that seed that we're blowing is actually getting into the slots. Number one versus our friend's machine next door, this obviously is not a grass drill, it's a regeneration grass harrow, but it does make a very good overseeding machine. It's available in 4 widths, 2.5 and 3 metre. This is a 2.5, 4.5 and 6 metre folding. It's also a machine that likes a bit of speed. It likes to travel somewhere around about 10k plus. Any questions on the blue bit?
What's it like over Bucks and Rears?
I was just about to say that. It was also, it's also okay for rig and furrow because they're elongated in here, so it will do rig and furrow land as well.
What do you weigh in at?
Weighing as in money or weighing as in weight?
No, money.
A 3 metre machine would be comfortably on just under £5,000 on farm. A 2.5 here, probably about £300 less. A pneumatic seeder on it, on top of that price, if you went pneumatic with a Scotch machine, would be somewhere in the region of £3,500. Or we then offer the spinning disc type, which probably some people have already got as a slug peller on the farm, and that sort of machine's probably sort of £1,200.
What's the difference between that and an aerator?
The aerator, these knives will leave continuous slots up the field. That's the main difference probably between the aeration and these slitters.
Which you'll have a look at with the spade, won't you? But effectively, your blade will give you an absolute slot to whatever, to whatever
back to overseeding.
To whichever depth you want to do it.
Yeah.
If you studied it, I don't know if you studied it on the aerators. There's a lot of aerators which, when you actually go and look at it, actually are penetrating. The idea being to penetrate the pan, rather than just aerate it. Just aerating it only just increases the rooting and whatever. Doesn't necessarily give you any extra performance, but you need to break the pan. And if you look at it, most of them don't break the pan. they actually ride on the top of the pan because they just not, you can't get the weight or whatever to go through it. Whereas this specifically actually pulls through the pan, so you're actually breaking it up. Also, you're getting a little bit of fracture either side the blade as well.
And if you was overseeding, what we can with this machine over that type of product and a normal harrow or chain harrow, it's very wet here I know at the moment, we can create a lot more tilt in here if we want to do some overseeding for salt to sea contact with it. There's a lot, it can be very aggressive.